All right, good late morning, everyone. It's Michael Venezia, the trader at Tradeview Markets. Look at the screen here. Tradeview Markets sponsors TradeGATEHub, and this is what we do. Bottom line, go back to the YouTube channel. Coach gave one of the best interviews. The first time I ever watched an interview twice of coaches. Doesn't mean it's not good once. Great interview. This is beautiful. Look at this. And it's not what was said, it's how it was said. A longtime coach, a friend of coaches, or if you will, a peer, and garnering a lot of views. And you know what I'm telling you, as we get to almost 5,000 subscribers, everything in TGH is about quality and not quantity, except the amount of subscribers we're getting is getting up there in quantity. And look at this, a lot of things moving today. CIFR Jeff. Okay. If you go back, this is a TradeGATEHub, our YouTube channel is like it's like a review. It's like TripAdvisor, Yelp. You know what I mean? This is what everybody's saying. Read the comments. We have 100 years, almost 100 years trading, literally experience between us. And we're not here to, want these real estate guys telling you that we have the new system to sell real estate. We don't. From all the information at a very high level that you gather over the years, you try to narrow things down, and it's what works. It's option flow predominant. Here it is right here. Option flow I follow. Okay. Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. There's a lot of option flow with an uptrend, good volume, proper price action, meaning if it's Apple, if Apple's up 1% and the Nasdaq's down 1%, and then Nasdaq goes down, say another percent, and Apple goes down, 0.10%, that's positive relative strength price action. And range. You want things that move. And things that have volume and things that move give you outs when you're wrong. Next. Let's go back here. There's always something to do. I don't like when I turn on the camera, what is it? 11, 12 a.m. I've been basically placing orders depending on what I have. Lately, I've been getting up earlier than usual. I set the alarm for 4:10 a.m. The alarm. When's the last time I woke up an alarm? I'm checking the thing all the time, but not unhealthy. I go to bed early. I digress. 4:10, I see what's going on. I have these little some low floaters. I have to place orders. Or if another member of the team, surfs up is not up, I have to do it. So 11 o'clock, I don't even know what I'm going to say to an example. I have so much to say. So many layers. I wake up and I look at I look at how the Asian markets closed, the European markets closed, obviously with the VIX doing, the dollar, a couple of major currencies. And then I develop a plan, or at least a plan predicated upon yesterday's movements as well. And then as I get into, not to be too much information, shower time, I look at TradeGATEHub, and I see all the posts that I do and that Surfs Up Alexis does every morning. And that's upgrades, downgrades, gapping up, gapping down, coaches, guests, all-star guests that he has on that day, basic movers and why, sentiment, option flow, credit default, swaps moving, the bonds, everything. Then maybe by the time I walk Tony P, I'm seeing what's moving and what's taking volume. So I don't know really what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you, I don't have to get very verbiage anymore. This is what's going on right now. This is it. Range, volume, and price action. A lot pulled back. I'm sure Coach had something to say in the morning, but this is it. Most actives. You know what I mean? If for those that are a little less macro, I get it. This is it. Lisa. Okay, here's Lisa. All right. Let's give an example. Lisa has 48 million shares. It averages 30 million, 400,000 a day. That's skewed because I talked about this 24 hours ago, literally, probably. Lisa's average 30-day volume was 100,000 shares, and yesterday it had 20 million. So let's look at Lisa. as the futures go lower. Here was WISA yesterday. All right. Bottom line, it had huge volume. It had a range. Well, it doesn't really do it justice. All right. The stock went from 243 and closed yesterday. The high yesterday was 8. All right. So right there, it has a 400% range. Pulled back to basically the 200-day on a short-term leverage. All right. Closed at about 680, whatever, 6. Not whatever. Closed at 6. Opened up at 12. All right. Stocks traded 40. What is this? 43 million shares. It's traded more than Microsoft, Google, Apple, Roku combined, for those that like to trade the bigger ones. So it's moving. Lisa, we brought it up yesterday. Okay, what else is moving? This is most active. Lisa, Soxel, UAL. It reported earnings. I am short UAL. Okay, why am I short UAL is the question. Why am I not long is the question. Both answers will be given in a second. All right, UAL. You bastard. Okay, I was up in a pre-market. Now I'm looking at UAL. All right, so it did break the downtrend, all right? So I'm thinking about it at the 200-day, which is 44. By the way, I'm looking at all the other airlines. Delta, not really breaking any records. Obviously, we can go to American Airlines, which is the worst to breed. Blow all the moving averages. Probably the one I tried, probably would have faded and worked. That's the one. But I was a wise guy. UAL, LUV, already knows how I feel about that one. Big deal. So Delta, short Delta, Delta, UAL. All right. So thank God I didn't lay it out completely at the 200-day, which was what? The green, 44.22. Okay. So it's coming to a gap, 46.62. I can't believe I'm short this. Hold on. What happened? Oh, no. I don't even think I'm short that much, but you know what? It's a bad trade. That's what it is. I'm shorted from 44.58. I'm down $2 in UAL. What do I do? I'm not going to add. It's a bad trade. Now that I think about it. What should I have done with this stock? Thinking that's not where a stock could spin, it's where it's going. So yesterday's low was 40. Doesn't matter where it's went. Today's 46. I go to the weekly. I'm in trouble to a degree. I don't think it's completely going to run away from me. What I should have done is when I started shorting, this was the opening range breakout here. This is my cue to get out at 46.19. Right here. I started shorting at 45. All right, to hold the strike price. A little bit more 45, 44. A little bit more 46. Then it came in. Thought it was going to do the head and shoulders. Thought. Didn't. Should have covered it right there, 45.98. And that would have saved me 60 cents aggravation. What, 4,000 shares? It's the freaking principle. That aggravates me more than losing 50 cents on a low floater. I'm not kidding. UAM. Worst airline out there, by the way, but that's my opinion. And look at ARM today. Speaking about selling the chips, ARM. This had such a beach ball. It felt like underwater. And I always say it a long time. The faster the chip, you know what I mean, is MU, is the longer something does not do what you want it to do, whatever the law is, the other laws, the more, when you're doing the wrong thing, the more likely of something, what can happen, what can actually happen, if something bad can happen, will happen. And that was ARM. You held on too long. Never took out that IPO right here, that 127, held on to it, and here you go today. Boom. 126. It's down like 12. ARM. It's down 9. Next. Got to get out, though. Also, AMD. Finished. Finished. Wow. It's incredible. Short them, well, they're down. Even I relearned. You learn more in bear markets than you do in bull markets. Short them when they're down. Isaac, are you upset that okay, I could have had it at 90. But you wanted to short it around here, 85. So yeah, you would have been up. You never know. It's not could have went to 105. It could have pulled a boot on you, which is still acting well to a degree. I mean, a root. Look at boot. Boot Barn holding in well. Speaking about boot, put the R in front of the B in this root. 88 to 57. A&F, same thing, Lewis. All right. Every pop becomes a change character. Every pop's a so gold, Intel, edible. This one they took up, edible. You can't catch them all. I can't do these things anymore. Edible garden. Closed at 4, opened at 546. Next, you know it's 12. You know what? Could do. Let's get the 200-day overhead. I don't like it. It's a one-day wonder. I'm not saying it's done today, even when it's at one-day wonder. And you know what I mean? I got other things on my Children's Place, pulled the squeezer. But you know what? This is okay. Children's Place had news. Watch the news. Children's Place had analogous news here when it was 18 and went and showed 60. But Children's Place closed at a low and had similar news, and they tried to run it. The high on Children's Place today was 1150. It closed at 7. It tried to double, but there you go again. Shows what a downtrend does. Here when Children's Place announced the new, I don't know. Next. New share. Let's look what's moving. Let's look percentage gainers on the day. Edible brought it up. Vanda. Sexy. Vanda. There you go, Vanda. I'm not good at reading that type of chart, though. Not going to lie. Obviously, you want it to hold 544, but the RSI is stretched, and you want it to be. And so, listen, bottom line is, I could have guessed, ooh, that's nicer, Vanda. And I did buy AVDL. Don't tell me to. AVDL, I sold it this morning, too. AVDL, I bought it and I sold it. Bought it 1743. AVDL is another one. Continued taking action. What else was I talking about? Here, let's go to the percent gainers list. Am I going overboard? No, I never go overboard. CXI, Lisa, Pally, UAL, brought it up already. Bastard, DJT. I'm in that. AAOI. I saw it yesterday. I didn't believe it. I saw AAOI creeping up yesterday with the volume, and it worked. You can have it. Matter of fact, considering all these chips are weak, what's the volume in AAOI? 1.1 million. AAOI. That was a spot I would have tried 1239, but I may try something. AAOI, what's going to shake me out of this thing? 1236. Let's look at the weekly. All right, you know what I'll do? What's the high today? Let's short 1800. Sell short. Boom! Mike Venezia. The good thing is they didn't take it right away. Because they took it right away, they went, oh! UAL, Planeteer. Here's the market, by the way. Shorting 2 AAOI here. Nougat, Newmont. I'm not even going to waste my time on Nougat because I know one person's kind of opinion. His name is Dale Pinkert. CYTK Lilly showing strength to get Bitcoin up, CLSK up, Riot up, Mara down, Nevada up, Vert down, Nevada down, Vert up, PayPal, Square can't find footing, LI, Delta, UAL at the high. It's all right. All right. Tesla, I'm in that. I'm in a lot of TSLL, I think. TSLL. I want to buy more, maybe. 629. I want to buy more of this thing. I got a lot of it. Buy another 6,000 TSLL. I'll bid for it. 629. All right. ALB acting good. This INVO. Interesting. Might have more in it. The stock of the day. What does it have, INO? Stock's up, whatever. 600%. That's 143 million. You know what I mean? For those active traders. DJT, Donnie, ALB, CF, FCX, Crocs, another stock broken, activism, Active isn't talking Etsy, just like VFC. Something's wrong with this thing. Etsy. $65 Etsy. AOI, did I get it? I didn't get it. Tony Pistachio, how you doing? AOI. I didn't get it. I'm scaring him away. I'm gonna put more out here. 1287. Let's do another 1200 AOI. 1284. I don't want that much. It is up on the day. I get it, but it is involved in the semiconductor situation. You know what I mean? PLL, palladium lithium. I picked the wrong lithium. If this PLL, if this other ALTM does with it. All right, next. Do I have any questions? Because then I'm going to go to percentage losers on the day. Intraday percentage losers. IZM. Oh, IZM. I posted on, look at it this morning. At 410. Let's look at IZM, which, by the way, closed at 50 on the book. Okay, so let's go settings. Let's go to 4:30 a.m. today. Actually, let's go, hold on. Maybe it's 4:10 a.m. when I woke up. 4:10 a.m. IZM. Okay. So what happens when you have one eye open? Actually, I was fresh awake, trust me. IZM. 4:05 in the morning. Trust me. It printed 100. Regardless, it's 83. All right, good. You're like, oh, huge, 83, all right. Next thing, take a shower. 60. I'm like, all right, still got a winner. Walk Tony P 37. You're like, all right, I'll double down. Maybe post some more on TGH at $21. Then you have the Tradeview morning meeting. You say, oh, Jesus Christ, this thing's 11. So you woke up at 4 in the morning. It was 9. And trust me, it was 100. And by the time you put in your password at TGH, it's 5. Have a nice day. That happens. I see. What's in play? DXYZ is Sage. I came in long Sage. Nothing really. BITX, a couple of they're going back into traders. You know what I mean? They're going back to CGC, active trading stocks, Bitcoin. So they're going back to cannabis, Bitcoin. They want something to do. PLD, Connell, US Bank Corp. US Bank Corp. What happened? 9 a.m. 9:30. Market opens at 9:30, Mike V, in case you never noticed. 9:30 a.m. US Bank Corp. That's a bruise. And that was a weak one for a while, too. US Bank Corp right on the freaking 200 day. You like banks, there it is. How did JP Morgan do? How did JP Morgan, self-explanatory. Well, Crane was touting Morgan Stanley this morning because of the trading revenue and Goldman. So Goldman and Morgan Stanley holding better. Sometime JP Morgan, Bank of America was worse yesterday. What a collapse. Bank of America. Now, should we short Bank of America? At the 200 day, coach, but this is the weekly above the. I hate Bank of America. My mother told me don't say hate. It's a piker bank. ARM. Wise guys. IWM bearish. UAL at the highs. Uber lifted the lows. UAL at the highs. What are they going to take it over here? 46.85. UAL. All right. Tesla bearish. A top ticket. TSLL. At a 29 bid, I didn't get filled yet. EMPH, Solar, GL, INVO, it's over. DJT, Donnie. VFC killing the family. Oh, I did sell some yesterday at the high. I did sell some 1268. It's a position. ALB, stocks like AI. Remember this AI, the hottest stock out there? Nothing. Maybe pulling a doji. I know if the market was right across the board and you're trying, suppose the market's down 10%, right across the board for like 3-4 days or whatever, maybe I would consider it. But you know what? No one wants that. There's too many sexier things to trade right now. Even the stock AI can't. Even the stock AI that has AI in it can't even garner attention. Sage. I did sell some Sage. Well, Travelers. What happened here? Ooh, is it what happened? Insurance. Now we'll go to AIG. All right, insurance is turning all of a sudden. Travelers. This is interesting. Macro situation. I have to find out what's going on. Travelers. I do know what's going on, but I want to know it today. Market's going down. Typical bastards. What am I short? I'm short stuff. I'm sure, I'm short. The AOI. My God, I'm up 12 cents. Futures coming in hard. VIX coming in hard. Market's coming in hard. There's the market. It's below the 50-day. Oh, market's well below the 50-day. All right, market's breaking low. As we're speaking, something's up. VIX, pop into the highs of the day live. Bitcoin lows. Here we go to the live feed. Bitcoin lows. You at Biden is proposal. Here, you go right here. I'm not going to share the private news because that's what happened. Alaska Airlines. Now they're grounding Alaska Airlines. Boeing. Boeing. Time to fade the VIX. I don't know about that, buddy boy. I don't know about fading the VIX here. If they just made a popper. The market. Why would you divide it? You want a chance to fade the VIX? There it is. Where's UAL? They fade UAL yet? Nope. That's it. Oh, okay. See, that's the market's pulling back a lot. Spies. UAL at the high. This is where you go last is high. Stocks on the high. XYZ, ALIB, CLH, Uber. I knew that was broken. Should have shorted yesterday, right at that move too. Pissed I didn't short that stock. All right, let's move. Let's see what's moving right here. Live trading. Thank God I shorted that 1800 AAOI. AOI now hedged a huge portfolio. Percent lunars, 15 minutes. Losers. Connell, AAOI. Oh, look at that. They scared Mike V scared away in a 2% mover. Percent gainers. This is when you got to look at gainers. Market's imploding. What's moving? Naturally, the VIXs. That's it. We'll leave it there. Any other questions? Because I got to get going there. Oh, there it was. T-bills. It was the auction. You hear that? Astro Gumbo? It was the auction. All right. Cheers, everybody. Let's get going. Getting active today. I'm in the room. You got to ask. Mike V. TradeGATEHub sponsored by Tradeview Markets. Who, by the way, with this type of market, if you don't have a live account, get a demo account or vice versa. This type of market, you want it. You're not going to learn much by putting a little toe in the water and, going by yourself. We got the life preserver on. We got the lifeguards all around you. We'll put the swimmels on you, but you know what? It's deep in the pool and we shove you right in there. A experienced sailor never learned to sail on smooth waters. And right now it's getting a little choppy. And that's what we do best. TGH, Mike V. Cheers. Got action.